We're here live with Jamal Hill and Erica Peeples for this second time around smash hit blockbuster movie, True to the Game 2. What's going on, guys?
All is going on.
Everything's great.
First of all, Erica, I saw True to the Game 1, and you did an outstanding job.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Jamal, you weren't part of 1, but you are now part of 2.
Yes, I actually was kind of a part of part 1. Yep, but not.
People don't know.
Yeah, but people don't know. So yeah.
Okay. Can you talk about that part 1?
Well, no, I wrote the original version, and then it went through the studio system. Well, at least the agencies, and it kind of grew. It kind of grew outside of me, and it became what it became. But I wrote the original version. Yeah, the script.
You've been working with Erica on this project for a couple of weeks now. Can you talk about how it was working with such an accomplished...
It feels like a month at least now, right?
Yeah.
Such an accomplished actress.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But the thing is, her resume may not speak to that, but her ability and her where she studied at and her whole background does. And I didn't originally know that when we first met. So she gave me a rundown on, just her background, and I was just blown away. And yeah, so here we are. We're trying to blow other people away.
Now you said what you studied at. I heard a rumor that you studied at Juilliard, Erica. Is that true?
I did. I went to the Juilliard school. Yeah. That's how we say it.
Yeah.
It's a classically trained theater school. But yes, I did. I went to Juilliard.
Want to hear a funny story?
Yes, absolutely.
What's the first shot we did in the movie?
This is an amazing story, actually. This is how God works and how just beautifully connected we are, this project is to me and to us. Our first shot was in New York in front of the Juilliard school, my school.
By accident. Well, we didn't plan it.
Right.
We landed on location, and she said, Juilliard is right there. And I said, where? She said, look to your left. And lo and behold, the Juilliard school. So what I did, I said, all right, well, we'll set the shot up right in front of the school. And I think it was the perfect cherry on top at the beginning of the movie.
How cool is that, Erica, to shoot at your alma mater?
It was beyond cool. I had to get out of, I remember getting out of the car, taking a moment and just exhaling, taking a real moment, because I worked so hard for so long, and I was in front of the school that I worked hard to do what I was doing at that exact moment.
Serendipity.
Yes.
At its finest.
At its finest.
For those who hadn't seen True to Game 1, Jamal, can you tell our audience about the True to Game 2 and why it's so important for everyone to come out and check this movie?
True to the Game 1 was your quintessential Philadelphia story. I was raised in Philly. I know all things Philly, and what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to do a second beat. I didn't want to do a repeat beat. So I focused on who Gina became after she left Philadelphia, and that's kind of what the story's about. It's like, who's this girl now? Who's the more mature version of the Gina we met on Old, and just doing another take on just how you come from coming of age to of age. If that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you worked on several other projects for those who don't know. Can you talk about that?
Sure. One of my first movies was Brotherly Love with Keke Palmer, Corey Hardrick, Quincy Brown. The second one that followed up was Deuces with Lorenz Tate, Megan Good, Lance Gross. Andra Fuller was also in that movie, who plays the co-star in this movie. So it was good to have our chemistry hit back on the screen.
It's funny that you said Brotherly Love, because I was at the premiere.
Which one? Was it the one in LA? That was so good.
Yes.
So good.
I looked at my pictures the other night, I said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Put two and two together.
Yeah, I wrote and directed it. That's my first movie I ever wrote.
You wrote, brother? I didn't know you wrote it.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the first movie this is like the first movie I didn't write that I directed right here.
And I saw Charlie Mack there too.
Yeah, Charlie produced that. Charlie discovered me in Philly. Yeah, I was doing independents, and Charlie saw one of my first movies. I'll tell you how long ago it was. It was a blockbuster movie. I shot a movie for $10,000, and it got a blockbuster deal, and it became like a local hit in Philly and the surrounding area. And Charlie saw it and said, "I want to help this guy."
How was it like working? Is this the first time you worked with Yanii Halley Productions?
It is. Manny. Let me tell you about Manny. I admire Manny because it's such a family affair. I'm usually dealing with just your stereotypical production company. But Manny, his wife, Yolanda, and his son and his daughter. His daughter is also playing Bria in this movie. They inspire me to make my family tighter.
And he has an unorthodox way of doing things.
To say the least, yes. Right. But it works.
Right.
It works. It's not so on-off. Now here I am messing the word up. It's not that unorthodox.
Say it 3 times.
Yes, but no, it's to a degree. Manny's. We gotta remember, Manny's from the streets, right? We're true. We from the hood, so we don't always have the opportunity to get it the way other people make it. We got to get it how we live. And Manny, he's gonna make it happen, and that's one thing you can bank on. He's gonna make it happen. We'll get it done.
Erica, talk about your role playing Gina. Let everyone know why they have to come out and see you.
Well, this is Gina's, I would say, comeback story, in a sense. You get to see her inner strength, her fighting physically and mentally against all odds against her, and her really just dealing with her internal self and her spiritual self, being alone in this world and being a woman, coming into being a woman in this world. And she's delving into new adventures all the way around, from having a career now to being away from her family to, dealing with the loss of a lover and finding maybe new loves. Who knows? We'll have to see. You have to come and see the movie to see the arc and the journey of Gina.
How has your life changed since doing Truly Again?
It's changed drastically. Well, first of all, I have a lot of notoriety now. People recognize me, which is nice. And not just recognize me as Gina or Erica, the actor, but they recognize my work, which I really appreciate. And it's opened the doors for opportunities for other work. And, and it's changed my life in the sense that I'm doing what I love now and doing it again. And working with an amazing director.
Working with a fabulous actress.
And the relationships I'm able to build now.
Yeah.
And I got to thank Gina, true to the game, but also Yanii Halley for that, and his loyalty and his hustle mentality and everything about him and his family.
Yeah. Can we talk about her for a second? But do you want to ask a specific question?
Talk about her.
Okay, so I'll be transparent, because that's just, I can't do it any other way.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
So I remember.
I don't know what he's gonna say. Hold on.
So when I remember when I signed on to direct the movie, and it may come off pretentious or just stupid, but I was like, shouldn't we get somebody bigger than this time around? Because she didn't have any credits. I was just like, Manny was like, well, meet her. I was like, I don't know. We have an opportunity now to go big. We have the budget. We have everything we need to go big. Why not? Manny sets the meeting up, and I'm in there like, I'm just going to take this meeting this long. It's going to be quick. I'm out of here.
He want nothing to do with me. That's true. Right. You tried to curve me all the way to the left.
Man, I've never been so wrong in my life. We sat down, and I think the first 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I was like, we don't even need to do this no more. I see it. I see it.
Well, she commands a lot of people's attention.
Yeah, man, and that's what it's kind of about, to a degree. It's kind of about that. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's a part of it.
You, as a director, people are going to look at this movie and they're going to wonder, how did this director bring this all together? What pointers would you give to other aspiring directors coming out of film schools, and how should they get this up? What roles, what projects should they take on?
I don't know what part of that to answer. It's like 4 in 1, right? So let's talk about what I would tell directors. I would tell directors, young or old, follow your instincts.
That's good advice.
Tell stories that you know and that you can add something to it, because there's nothing new under the sun, but you can certainly add to it. And be true to your vision, because as a director, there's a lot of variables. There's actors' opinions that you value, but there's so many people who have opinions about one story, and your job is to maintain the trajectory, because you can easily start a project one way in one direction, and if you're not true to your vision, it can go in any different direction. And by the time you got all your footage together, you're like, wow, what is this? If that helps you, yeah. So stay true to your vision.
Stay true to the game.
Stay true to the game.
No.
Right?
True to the game.
Absolutely.